Hello students, now in this discussion we shall look into wasteland reclamation. First of all, we are all aware that land is very expensive commodity, and especially in urban places like your Goa, Karwar, all these towns now, land has become very expensive. Okay, first thing, even in villages it has become expensive. So there are some wastelands, means not productive lands. So they have to be reclaimed, and we have to make them productive, because land is a finite quantity. Population is increasing, but land is not increasing. So it has to be used judiciously. Hence the term wasteland reclamation. Reclaim means to claim it back. Okay, reclaim. Okay. Now, loss of vegetation cover leads to loss of soil through erosion, which ultimately creates wasteland. So what is wasteland basically? This whatever the top fertile soil is there on the earth, if it is carried away by the water, okay, because if there are no plants, means the rainwater it will run off and take away the top fertile soil, and then it becomes barren or wasteland. Loss of soil has already ruined a massive amount of cultivable land in our country. So this cultivable, even today 65% of the population in our country depend on agriculture. This loss of soil, it has ruined the cultivable land in our country. Unless we competently seed our cultivable lands, we might sooner or later face an extreme scarcity of meal grains, vegetables, fruits, fodder, and fuel timber. So we all know that this land, cultivable land, gives us all this food grains, vegetables, fruits, fodder for animals, and even timber. Timber is wood. Hence, conservation of soil, defensive and present cultivable land, and reclaiming the already depleted wasteland figures prominently of making plans for the future. So for future we need to conserve the land and make it cultivable, okay, and reclaim the already if any land has been damaged or declaimed, it has to be reclaimed. So how water wasteland can be classified into three forms. Wasteland can be classified into three forms. One is easily reclaimable, second is reclaimable with some difficulty, and third, reclaimable with extreme difficulty. So, easily reclaimable wastelands may be used for agriculture purposes. Those which may be reclaimed with a few issues can be applied to for agri-forestry. Wastelands which are reclaimed with severe trouble can be used for forestry or to recreate natural ecosystems. So, this wastelands, depending on the amount of investment we have to make, we can write that they are easily reclaimable. Some parts, some are reclaimable with some difficulty, and some are very extremely difficult to reclaim. Okay, and this reclaimed wasteland can be used for agriculture purpose, and also they can use for agroforestry, for agriculture and forestry. Otherwise, with lot of difficulty means they can be converted into forests only, so that we create the natural ecosystem. Now we look at agriculture. Wasteland can be reclaimed for agriculture by reducing the salt content and by adding gypsum, urea, potash, and compost before planting the crops. See what happens when the topsoil is washed away, so the nutrients have gone. Now for agriculture we require the plants, we require the nutrients. So what we will do, we will add salt. We have to reduce the salt. So we will add gypsum, we will add urea, potash, and compost. Compost is a natural organic manure, so that we can grow crops on the land. This is known as reclamation for agriculture. Now what is agroforestry? Agroforestry implies integration of trees with agriculture crops or livestock management simultaneously. I was telling agriculture plus forestry. Okay, so agriculture includes livestock, means animal husbandry, means keeping animals, cattle and all, cows, buffaloes, goats and all, along with some trees as well as crops. So this is known as agroforestry. This involves putting land to multiple uses. Its main purpose is to have trees and crops inter and or under planted in the form of integrated system of biological production within a certain areas. See, you are aware that the trees now they are not grown very close by. They are grown at a distance of 15-20 feet from each other. So the whatever space is there, so in that space between the trees they will be planting this agriculture crops. This is known as agroforestry, so that you can have multiple uses and even you can graze the cattle also. Now, what is the need for wasteland development? Wasteland development ensures a constant delivery of gas, fodder and wood for local use. See what happens, this is they are talking about like biogas, okay, food, fodder means animal fodder, and wood. If you plant trees you will get wood also. It makes the soil fertile by preventing soil erosion and preserving the moisture and enabling a hold on ecological stability within the area. See, the top soil, which is very fertile, has got a lot of microorganisms and even moisture. Okay, that erosion, that is draining of that topsoil should be avoided in the wasteland development. The trees help in protecting moisture and reducing surface runoff, supporting in the control of soil erosion. So these trees have got a lot of roots and even the plants have got a lot of roots. So they will hold the soil so that during rain they will not allow the surface soil to run off and thus prevent the soil erosion. So this was about wasteland development, so that we can use the like barren land or land in which the top soil has become barren into cultivable land which can be used for agriculture or agroforestry.